Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 9 of the English Longbows only campaign. As an extra spice we need to conquer all of the areas that England or Great Britain has held historically before we can start to conquer new territories. So basically taking Jeddah should suffice for us now. And it seems we need to deal
that is cowardly. Fight me, or that
Mongols still pretty much all the time. So basically we have armies ready already in northwestern France, and if we are able to win this battle, we are able to win the war, or rather meet the prerequisites. The problem here are those catapults. They are actually the only thing that can seriously harm us. So
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
So the enemies are coming a bit to the right from the initial army.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Oh.
They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
Oh. Well, I guess there are some difficulties and some possibilities at the same time. So, what we want to do is to keep that reinforcing army at bay, at least for a moment, while we take care of those defenders of the city.
Go!
Strength and honor.
And of course it would be ideal if we could take the city with a surprise attack. And apparently we have the first enemy cavalry unit incoming. So basically you guys can open fire there. And we should focus on the cavalry.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Okay, some of the enemies are starting to rout. That's good news.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And if we could take...
Enemy king is
Okay,
slain.
good.
A worthy enemy, but no less dead for that. We must
And
press our
that-
advantage.
should be quite critical for our success here. Okay, those are breaking. And at this front, we don't have... Okay, we have some of these archers we should try to take down.
Only intervention by the Almighty or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
And I don't think you guys should go there to fight in melee. But rather we should focus on the enemy general and taking him out. And I guess that was a catapult storm.
Lord have mercy! We've lost half of our men!
And I guess we would want to rout those guys ASAP. Okay, so that bodyguard has taken quite a beating already. However, so has quite a few of our units as well. Come on, it's only, what, 16 men.
Our men have slain the Saracen general.
Good.
Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Oh, and let's try to get inside the city. And do we have some men still outside? A couple. And it would be quite crucial to take down as many of the enemies we can in here.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Okay.
It's time to press the attack.
One of the enemies is running. And I guess we could try to
becoming tired.
make a bit of a trap in here to get the enemies in crossfire. Perhaps we should go to the walls. That might actually work out. And let's try to take... Okay, they are fleeing. Good. And of course, if we could take down these archer militias here, it would be just great.
Only half the enemy force
But
remains.
let's be careful of the spearmen. And of course of the enemy archers. And I think you guys should start to break. I guess 5 arrows might work a bit better. And I guess if the general dies, we have lost the battle. So... And I think the archers should focus on enemy archers. Okay, and we have some catapult crew coming in. Okay. And apparently some of the enemies have found their courage there. I have to say that usually I don't like those fire arrows too much. Okay? So let's try to focus on the routing archer militia or militias. And it actually might be the case that we don't really want to be on the walls anymore. Oh. They brought the
St. George
catapult
save us! The enemy have the walls!
inside the
Our
walls.
defense or all will be lost!
And let's get these guys into position so they can hit the enemies a bit better. So there are 2 catapult crews outside, and apparently those guys don't have too much fight left in them.
Great God! Our enemy have broken through the gates!
I'm just wondering, should I save the arrows and just move to engage in melee? Perhaps I should. Okay. And let's try to catch our breath a bit. It's too bad there is no timer here. At least I think those guys are exhausted. But we still have some Mamluk archers, some spear militia. I mean, that's not fair that we need to bore out first before the enemy loses because of the timer goes out. I guess when we get winded stance, we can begin to move forward. In any case, this has been quite a tough fight this far. And actually, even if we lose this, I think Egypt will be wiped out because there was the faction leader and faction heir both in this battle. Let's see how badly bloodied the general is. Well, I guess his armor isn't shining, but perhaps it could be worse as well. Or are these guys just beyond the point of exhaustion so that no matter how long they rest, they will be exhausted? So there are some archer militias that are running here and there. Then there are, I guess that spear militia unit is the most dangerous one. And of course, for the archers, those Mamluk archers, are the most difficult opponent. Perhaps we could actually start shooting those enemy archers with those of our units that have the most ammo left. Because it's very likely that we need to deal with those guys in any case. Because when we charge, they will retreat to the city center. And then they are unbreakable. And that of course makes our life quite a bit more difficult. Okay. So, now comes the cavalry. Or then not. But wouldn't it be great if we were able to take at least some of their numbers down?
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Okay. And the Mamluk archers are routing.
We await your command.
And perhaps we dare to advance.
Await your command. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, and now it's those spears, basically. Come on, there is only so few of them firing, so...
Await your command.
Okay, so much for that catapult crew. Now let's take down the rest of the archers. The ballista crew.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And I guess that's the most dangerous of the enemy units, because it can beat our general rather easily. So let's make sure that it does not get an opportunity to do so. And it seems we have a victory here. I think the Longbowmen could beat these guys quite easily in melee as well. And that's it. I am at the very least awed. And let's make sure it doesn't rebel too soon, and we are ready to launch our offensive as soon as the most likely a couple of Mongol armies are defeated.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
It would be really practical that there would be some kind of default for the stakes that could be deployed. Fortunately, this time they don't have siege engines, so they should be coming through the gates in any case. Deploying these takes a bit of a time, but I think it's better to be safe than sorry, because capturing Jerusalem back would be quite a pain. And I think this should do it. And now let's just wait for the enemy to come in. And it seems the siege tower has reached the walls, and the battering ram is soon to reach the gate.
Our cunning foe has reached our walls with their siege tower.
And our Longbowmen are not too far away from the experience level of that Mongol army.
The enemy's ram is through our gates.
So let's see how their cavalry will
St.
do.
George save us. The enemy have the walls.
And there goes the
all
general,
will be lost.
and there goes quite a nice portion of their overall army. Rather nice to watch, and it seems all of them are choosing the middle avenue to come here. And are we actually... Perhaps we are inflicting some damage there. Actually, it seems we are inflicting quite heavy damage to them. But perhaps we should move a bit closer. And let's take an elite task force to go next to the enemies. And I guess that's it for the
Behold how I,
Mongol
the grace
horde,
of
or
God,
at least this Mongol horde. And the next one.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for battle.
I think the
gaining the upper hand in this battle.
count of Mongol armies we have already taken out is becoming about 10. And most of them have been those rather experienced armies. So perhaps they should be starting to run out of troops rather soon.
It's a trap!
And then let's deploy the rest here. Couple of units on the walls. And I think these guys should be in loose formation. And could we actually position them rather nicely in here? Apparently yes we can. Oh, and they are of course using those rocket launchers first. Well, it will be a while until they can whittle down the walls there. At least they shouldn't. Oh! Those are flying actually quite far. So I was saying that they shouldn't be having trebuchets as well, but
The walls have fallen.
I guess
Steel
there were
and valiant
two
hearts must be our walls now.
rocket launchers. I guess there are trebuchets as well. Based on that, the wall takes over 5% damage at the same time, so I guess there are several trebuchets as
The
well.
enemy are through the walls. Fight on. They must get no further.
Of course, the situation here is going to change because we can take the fight to the Mongols as well. And that Crusader there
The enemy are through
does
the walls.
have
Fight on. They must get no further.
command rating of about 10. So once we get him a full complement of Longbowmen, I think we can take any Mongol city we choose. And they're just wrecking our walls. I guess the rocket launchers have fired all of their missiles,
Walls
but
have
the
fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our
trebuchets
walls
want to
now.
have some target practice still. Okay, and then the towers apparently. It would be so nice to have some cannon towers in the castle, so we could respond in kind to their artillery. And they are hitting the honest civilians here as well. Okay. And finally, and let's hope they take this avenue because I was not prepared for
The enemy have the walls.
that
To our
there.
defense or all will be lost.
Well, at least quite a few of the cavalry has gone down.
The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
So apparently blasting our walls wasn't enough, they need to scale them as well. Okay, there is rather large concentration of enemies. Perhaps that's not the most healthiest place for our general there.
St. George protect us. Our general lies slain upon the battlefield. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, and now the enemy general is down. So perhaps we can start to advance rather soon.
Missiles! Attack! Missiles! Attack!
Only intervention by the Almighty or a military genius can bring us victory from this. For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And I guess the enemy is driven out from the castle and... Oh, there is still one straggler. Where?
Missiles, attack quickly!
So our next target is going
Our men
to
are
be
winning the
the
battle.
siege
If we
weapons.
continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Okay, some of them are shaken. Perhaps some target practice will cheer them up. And then the trebuchets. Did I look the army a bit poorly, or why did these guys come as a surprise? Because I really thought that there are going to be only those 2 rocket launchers. Do they get some additional units for sieges, or did I just look poorly about the enemy army? And I guess it's time for a melee.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
And that's going to be the last one. Or then not.
The enemy
And
are
that's it.
utterly vanquished.
And let's hope the army gets destroyed completely. Good. And I guess just waiting for to begin a new siege. Okay, not this turn. And let's see about Jeddah. Oh, a crusade to Toulouse. Nice. So when was this crusade actually declared? I have to know that. I'll confess that I don't really know. Well, in any case, Tostig the Crusader can leave Jeddah. Come on, that was a mistake. and is it so? Okay, and apparently I don't even have an autosave. Well, that was embarrassing. Well, luckily they chose to besiege Jerusalem, but
My liege, we must make a stand. We are
in any
besieged.
case, situation is rather difficult.
Hail, my king. My king. Move! We go no further today.
And I think the Egypt was wiped out, but there was no kind of declaration of that. Well, no matter.
Sire, my lord. Sire, my lord.
Let's retrain these guys and train some new ones there as well. And let's build an inn there. Here, perhaps church would be beneficial. And of course we want to join the crusade. For example, from here.
Orders, sire. Hail, my king. By your will, sire, we shall engage.
And
shall
let's
continue
send an
tomorrow.
army towards
Marching to
yes,
war.
here.
We can go no further today, sire.
And from
Hail, my
Caen,
king.
I think
As you command, my
we can
liege.
besiege
Lay
Paris.
siege, noble sire. We shall
And then we
prevail
just
in this
need to
siege, sire.
Retrain, or rather train some more units. And we have some eager crusaders in here. Perhaps King Howard could join
An
a
order.
crusade.
We'll stop here.
And let's make him an army in Nottingham. And perhaps we could get some troops from Carnarvon as well. And in Gaza we are already training. So...
That is cowardly. Fight me!
And this seems to be
That is
a
cowardly.
bit weaker
Fight me!
army,
My
except there are
master
some
will reward
elite
me
units,
for
but
your death.
it's considerably weaker. And
Hail, my king!
I think this is it for today. So thank you very much for watching.
I salute you.
If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions, and so on. Have a great rest of the day. Oh, he succeeded. QualityOldGames,
Who do you
out.
want dead? Name thy